Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea if you're new here. If you're not new, welcome back. I appreciate you coming back. You are the realist. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that. Across all social media, I am at CCsuarez. If you would like to watch any of my other commentary videos, my deep dives, my top fails videos, really anything, go ahead and click right up there. You will see that in the little icon up there. Enough about me. Let's go ahead and get into this video, which I'm very excited about. This is our first episode of a new series that I am starting called Unethical Influencers, where in each video I will be highlighting however many I want, but realistically like 3 to 4 influencers that I feel need just a little bit of light shined on them. A quick disclaimer before we get started. Everything I'm saying is my own opinion. I will have all of my sources linked down below. Obviously, I am sharing facts as well, but please keep that in mind. Also, do not send hate to any of these people. Don't do that. Don't give them your digital currency, meaning don't go watch them. And I'll go over that in my video too, but please keep that in mind. Don't give hate. And on that note as well, that's not what I'm doing. This is my opinion. I'm not being hateful. Most of this information I found has come straight from the people's mouths themselves, and I think that it does need to be highlighted. If you are in the public eye, if you are on social media and you do have a certain number of followers, you do need to be held accountable. So before you leave a very delusional hate comment towards me on my channel, please do keep in mind, I need you to make it a good one. Think real hard, take a breath, use your noggin, make it a good one, truly be a buffoon, because I will be including it in my reading hate comments video. So yes, I will be making even more money off of you if you comment on my video. That's it. Thank you. All right, enough with disclaimers and all that. Let's go ahead and break this down. So what is an influencer? Ew, right? Over the years, the word influencer or the occupation influencer has really just gotten a bad rap. Let me say that. It really does have a negative connotation with it. That's why a lot of people like myself who are YouTubers, who are, Instagram content creators, we call ourselves just that, content creators, not influencers. I do not want to be called that. I personally kind of see it as an insult. Now, personally, I think the reason why there is such a negative connotation with it is because content creators, let's just call them influencers, don't show the behind the scenes, or maybe they don't understand the consequences of them not disclosing their ads, and they don't understand that they legally have to. And that's really just comes off as schemy and scammy and gross. Also, there's this idea, unfortunately, and it's completely false, that when you are in this line of work, that you're on vacation all the time, you're just editing pictures of yourself all the time, you're super, narcissistic, self-absorbed, you're a ditz, you don't know what you're doing, and you are just super entitled. There are people like that. Of course there are, like with all careers or industries. But a lot of times when you are in this field, it does take a lot of work. And a lot of times you're unpaid for it. But it does take a lot of time, a lot of research. And I personally think that we need to be careful of who we make famous and who we turn into an influencer. So let's just make one thing clear, because I do get quite a bit of questions about this, mainly from TikTok and people who don't really understand multi-level marketing companies at all, or just people who are pretty ignorant to that in general. Now let's discuss the difference between a content creator using affiliate links and having sponsored content, and then an influencer promoting an MLM, and why one is ethical and one is not. So let's just use me as an example, because I can only speak for myself. I have affiliate links and affiliate codes in my description box. I also do them as swipe up links on my Instagram. I also have my reward style, like to know it page link down below, and that entire thing is just all affiliate links. I, along with anyone else who does do affiliate links, we do make a very, very small commission off of any purchases made through those links or with those coupon codes. And so legally, I have to disclose that information. So if you scroll down in my description box, you'll actually see my FTC disclosure that I have in there that actually says, this video is not sponsored. If it is sponsored, I just change that first sentence and say who it's sponsored by. And then it also lets you know that all Amazon links and then also all our style links are affiliate links, and that I do make a very small commission off of them. If you don't want to buy something through that link, that's fine. Just Google what the product is and you can find it. Also on Instagram, with affiliate links being used as like the swipe up link, content creators legally do have to put affiliate link somewhere on that page so that the person who's swiping up knows that you are making a commission off of it. Just so you know. That's why in all of mine, you'll see a little affiliate link with a little asterisk. That's why. But keep in mind, I am not asking you to join a team. I'm not convincing you to buy into an opportunity. There's a difference between me saying, hey, I love Neutrogena Hydro Boost. Here you go. You could buy it through this link and I'll make a little bit of commission. And then Me saying, here's Neutrogena Hydro Boost. You want to start selling it yourself? How would that make sense? If I'm already doing it, why would I want you to sell it too? That's a whole nother aspect of this that really just pokes holes in network marketing and shows why it is not a sustainable business model. And like I've said in many videos, with network marketing, the distributors make, yes, a commission off of the products that they sell, but that is pennies compared to what they make when you join their team and when they recruit you. Another aspect of this is that when an influencer is promoting an MLM and they're posting all about, how this has changed their lives or whatever, join my team, who are they posting that to? Their audience, their followers. So yes, they are recruiting their followers. And a lot of times their followers love them so much that they just want a chance to get close to them. They just want a chance to talk to them, to be on a Zoom call with them, to have any type of connection or relationship with them. So then they join the MLM. And that's very unfortunate. That's another aspect of why this is so unethical. You're taking someone's love for you and their admiration of you and just using that to benefit yourself financially. And now influencers or anyone with a large social media following don't have a fiduciary duty to their followers. And they can mislead them to make money. It's happened a lot. And you can say all day long, oh, well, that's just like celebrities in commercials. Jennifer Aniston promotes Aveeno in commercials, or even though we already covered this, well, it's just like you promoting a product that you love. They're just promoting a product that they love. And like we've already discussed, actual content creators who are not involved with an MLM aren't asking you to buy into a business opportunity that has a over 90% failure rate and where most people lose money. The products don't matter. Products are just an ornament. If they were just promoting a product that they love, they would just be doing affiliate marketing, but they're not. They joined an MLM. And they're making money with the MLM. And if they're doing it full time, they're recruiting people. You can bet your tuchus. They're recruiting people if they're actually able to do it full time. And that's the issue here, is that it's turning your audience into your downline. Alrighty, so sorry that was long. I just wanted to get that out of the way because I received just so many ignorant comments on TikTok, and I'm still getting them. People are crazy. And why have I been getting these comments, you ask? Well, let me tell you. So it has to do with the first person that we're covering today. So about a month ago, I want to say, someone tagged me in a video on TikTok of this guy, Scott D. Henry, and he was promoting Prove It ketones. But he didn't say Prove It. He didn't even mention the name of the MLM at all, which is sketchy in itself. But someone tagged me in it, and basically he was saying, did you ever think that because, you have a large following, you should just get paid and, brands will just want to work with you? Buddy, brands probably do want to work with you, but you don't know what you're doing because you grew so fast. We'll get into that again in a minute. But then he said, that's why I'm so thankful every day that I found ketones. And he pulled up this little packet of Prove It ketone powder. I don't know what the hell it is. It's stupid. But I stitched it or replied to it, whatever, and made my own little video. And I said basically that, what do you know? It's another influencer promoting a multi-level marketing company without actually saying what it is. Prove It is a multi-level marketing company and it's not an opportunity. And most people lose money and that he should stop. I did not know that he had a huge following. I didn't even know who he was. That doesn't matter. If you are a public figure and you are doing this, you should be called out. For some reason, his audience is basically a cult. It's crazy. Boy, did they show me by sending me death threats. It was absolutely insane. So just a quick breakdown. Prove It is a multi-level marketing company that sells health and wellness products and really just hitched their wagon to the trend of ketones and the keto diet and ketosis and all of that. Now, I haven't done a deep dive on Prove It yet, but I will be. What do you know? It's a scam as well. So no surprise there. But because I do know that I'm sure some of his followers or someone will be like, oh my God, no, ketones are the best, whatever. I will have all my sources linked and I will read you something right now that I found that is very, very good. And then we can get back to Scott. So let me just say this. If you drink ketones, you will burn those ketones. You will not be burning fat. That's the whole point of getting your body into ketosis, is so that your body's burning fat, basically. The only reason you'd be still in ketosis, by, taking like a pee test is because you're basically peeing out that supplement. One study found that taking ketone supplements, like ingesting them, may decrease your appetite for over 4 hours when done in a fasted state, which that's another part of the keto diet, is that you do like intermittent fasting. But other research suggests that it may actually hinder your weight loss effort. There is no real support to show that taking ketone supplements can actually help with weight loss. Every dietitian I've talked to, every doctor I've talked to has said the same thing. They're like, no, you can only achieve ketosis by actually like doing that within your body. And please talk to a doctor before you change your diet in any way. Now back to Scott. So Scott D. Henry has over 2 million followers on TikTok and over 217,000 to be precise, on Instagram. Him and his wife Holly live in Utah and they have 4 kids. Now Scott was actually the winner of season 2 of the show Tough as Nails. However, he was pretty TikTok famous before then. So he joined TikTok, I want to say about a little bit over a year ago, as of like right now. I'm pretty sure it was like a little bit over a year ago. And he gained 1 million followers on TikTok by July 2020. That's very fast. That's pretty impressive, right? Now, just after that, he got into Prove It. Now, what I'm thinking happened is that someone saw his videos of him being super sad and literally crying on TikTok and complaining about how he misses his family. And there's nothing wrong with showing emotion. There's nothing wrong with men crying. However, posting videos of yourself crying on the internet's a little bit weird. That's just my opinion. Now, he was posting those videos, and what I think happened was that someone saw that as an opportunity to try to recruit him into Prove It, and saw that, wow, this guy has over 1 million followers. He can do really well with this. And because his followers are so loyal. And like I said, now he's already up to 2 million followers on TikTok, and his fans are pretty delusional. From when I posted that one video, I got so much hate, literally death threats in my DMs on TikTok and on Instagram, and it was crazy. I did not say anything hateful or, showing that I was jealous, which I'm not. Why would I be jealous with someone in an MLM? Anything like that. It was so strange. Then again, I don't do well in short form content because there's so much information that I have to share, but it's put into 60 seconds and I can't share all that information. And then someone's going to watch one video and then make all these assumptions when they don't know at all. It's very frustrating. Anyways. So in February, there was a video where Scott was saying that he had now been able to do this full time and stay home with his family. He had also said that he had been doing it for 4 months and was able to stay home. If you are doing a multi-level marketing company full time, you're not just selling the product. You are recruiting a huge team. A huge team. He has 2 million followers. People love this guy so much. Of course, his followers wanted to try to hop on a Zoom call with him and join it and, have whatever he has and be part of the Be Better movement. Of course. So yeah, he recruited a bunch of people and now is able to stay home and does this full time. It's crazy. So I looked everywhere, like literally looked everywhere, and I could not find for the life of me what rank he's actually at with Prove It. But like I said, if he's able to do it full time, we can safely assume that he's at one of the top rank. Now, after listening to a lot of his own videos made about him, interviews that he's been in, I don't think he's a bad guy. I know you're probably annoyed with me about that. I cannot stand his followers, most of them at least. But I don't think he's a bad guy. I think what happened is exactly like I said. I think that someone took advantage of him and saw him crying on TikTok and used that and his following and his fame to get him to join and to make it easier for him. I also think that if you look through his videos now, you can kind of see that all of this quick fame has really gotten to him. And that's completely normal. Oh my God, can you imagine getting over 2 million followers and being on a pretty popular TV show within 2 years? That's a lot for not only emotionally, but for mentally, for you to catch up with. Like Oof, I can't imagine that. Just me going from 15,000 in January to 34, 35,000 subscribers in that time. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot to try to keep up with mentally and emotionally like that. I can't imagine that. I also don't think that he understood really how unethical multi-level marketing companies are, especially because he lives in Utah. And in Utah, they're the norm. Utah is not only the rehabilitation center capital of the world, but also like a hub for multi-level marketing companies. And there's a lot of Mormons that are in multi-level marketing companies as well, but that's a topic for another video. Now, like I said, if he would have had a PR team and people to actually get sponsorships for him, I don't think that he would have joined an MLM, because then they actually could have leveraged his giant following and he could have stayed home. And he can actually make a lot more money by doing sponsored content and affiliate links and stuff like that instead of just joining an MLM. It's unfortunate when people don't know, but of course you can't claim innocence just because you're ignorant and just because you're uneducated. And that's not an insult to him or to anyone who, it's just saying you don't know about something, therefore you're uneducated on that subject, right? So I think it's very unfortunate. I'm not saying he's the victim, but I'm sure a lot of people have lost money under him. But I think it's unfortunate when other people take advantage of these people as well. And even if you're doing something unethical, even if you're doing it unknowingly, it's still unethical and it still needs to be called out. Also, he says to be better and to not bully people, but calling people out for their shitty actions isn't bullying. Now, if I was actually like berating this guy and being like, you look like fucking Gumby, you loser, that's bullying. That's not nice. Don't do that. I mean, he's tall. I tell my brother he looks like Gumby and a stick bug all the time, and he's 6'4". That's rude. There's a difference between that and like just being a hater and actually being like, hey, this is unethical. Watch out for this, guys. Please don't fall for this. That's different. And not that he or his wife will ever see this, because I'm sure they are really enjoying the money that the MLM is bringing in for them. I really just hope that they could do more research and understand that multi-level marketing companies are extremely unethical and very harmful, and that they should be better. Alrighty, next on the chopping block today, we have everyone's favorite lipstick mama, Priscilla Maass. Priscilla Maass is the matriarch of the Fathering Autism YouTube channel. Now, she also has her own YouTube channel called Scylla's Stuffin' Things. The family YouTube channel has over 500,000, almost 600,000, it's getting there, subscribers. And then her YouTube channel has about 116,000 subscribers. And then also on Instagram, she has over 128,000 followers, which is a lot. To have that many people on each platform, that's a lot. Now, I've already done a deep dive on Limelight by Alcone, which is the multi-level marketing company that Priscilla is a part of. So feel free to go watch that. Now, the Maass family actually lives in northern Florida. I believe they're in Jacksonville, but it is the father, Asa, the mother, Priscilla, the brother, who I believe is in college now. They feature one of the respite workers occasionally. And then also you have Abby Maass. Abby is a nonverbal. She's very active. She's very sweet. And they say that she has been diagnosed with multiple things, but she is someone who's living with autism. Living with autism, she has autism, she's autistic. I'm never sure how to phrase that. So feel free to correct me in the comments below. In a nice way, please, because I do like to be educated. Now, in my opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of other people too, the Maass family really exploits their daughter for views. And this can clearly be seen if you see any of their videos on their channel that are about Abby and about autism, and see those views and that engagement, and then you look at the videos that are just about the parents or that don't involve her, basically, the views are so low, and they do those not so often. Now, another reason why I personally believe, and a lot of other people do too, that this is extremely unethical is because their daughter Abby, like I said, realistically, she is nonverbal. She does not speak words, right? She does do a bit of signing, and they have, cue words and things like that for her too. But, cognitively, she is impaired. And so it's important to understand that. And having said that, that means that she cannot give informed consent to be on this channel. And we could have the argument of, oh, well, they're helping so many people, by showing this and educating. You can educate on a subject without showing your daughter on the toilet or while she's stimming, I believe the correct term is. Like, you don't have to do that. That would be humiliating. Why would you do that to someone? That's disgusting. So that's horrible. It is horrible. So horrible. But the reason why they show her is because the fan base is there for her. The fan base doesn't care about them. Have you seen them? Have you heard them speak? They have the worst personalities. So no. And personally, I do believe that the parents recognize that and they see that, and therefore that's why their daughter is still in all of their videos. Now, Priscilla was the top recruiter for a bit. I don't know if she's been, outperformed by someone else, but she's at the top rank of the MLM. And she's usually at the top of the leaderboard every month as well, or at least mentioned on it. And I have heard from so many people who joined the MLM because of her and then got out that they literally only joined because of her, and then they realized how horrible it was and how horrible she was. So then they got out of it, and now they are against multi-level marketing companies, which is great. Obviously, sorry you went through that, but now you know better, and now you can help more people. And yes, this is another example of someone who has just completely ransacked their following to recruit people onto their team, which again, we've already gone over why that is completely unethical. Now, like I said before, with a lot of people who are in multi-level marketing companies, they aren't bad people. They've just been manipulated into it, especially, the people who do have a big following. They've just been manipulated into it. They're not a bad person. I don't think that's the case with Priscilla Maass. In my opinion, I do think that she is not a very nice person, just from, what I have seen so far on her channel, and just things that I have heard from people who were in that MLM or were on her team and got out. Again, all my own opinion, but from what I have seen, it seems like they will do whatever they can for money. Now, the Maass family stans are pretty crazy as well, but I would say they are not as crazy as the Scott D. Henry Do Better cult. Those people are, wow, on another level. Like, I thought I had met a crazy fan base, but no, his wins the award for craziest stans for sure. Alrighty, now moving on to our third influencer today, and that is Nikki Philippi. Hello, Nikki Philippi. Welcome to your tape. Now, Nikki is a lifestyle and beauty YouTuber. She's actually been on YouTube for over 10 years. That's pretty impressive. That's a long time. And she also has 1.2 million subscribers. And then she also has a vlogging channel where she has over 274,000 subscribers. That's a lot. And then her Instagram, I know this girl has so many platforms, right? And then her Instagram has over 433,000 followers. She has, since all of her recent drama, made that private. And then she also has her Young Living oily Instagram as well, and that only has 17,000 followers. I say only, that's still a lot, but compared to all the other numbers, it's like real tiny. And of course, that one is now private as well. Now, like I said, Nikki is a part of the multi-level marketing company for essential oils called Young Living. And it seems like every single mommy vlogger on YouTube or Instagram is a part of Young Living or doTERRA or whatever oil company. It's so strange. Like, why? What are y'all doing? Now, again, unfortunately, I couldn't figure out which rank she is for Young Living, but it is safe to say that she's not just selling the products, because when you go into her link tree and her link in bio on her oily Instagram, I hate when they call themselves like oily mamas. It's like, stop, don't say that word. What are you doing? But like I said, when you go to the link tree and it says like buy oils or shop or whatever, when you click that, it takes you straight to not just her Young Living affiliate page. It takes you to literally the become a member / enroll. So if you didn't know, a lot about oils or multi-level marketing companies or anything like that, you would just think like, oh, I'm just buying like a value pack. Like, that's all I'm doing. When realistically, you're signing up to become a sales rep for Young Living. That's very misleading. So since that link does reroute you there, I would say that it's very safe to assume that she is actively recruiting people in her audience. Also, I did get a DM from someone that it was, I definitely won't be able to find it. I wish I could easily, but I get way too many DMs a day. Not way too many. I'm very thankful for y'all. But I got a DM from someone saying, hey, if you are going to cover this, look, I just want to show you that she was trying to actively recruit people from that Instagram, and she was cold messaging people to try to recruit them into Young Living. So again, not just about the products. Now, Nikki is also involved in the mega church Hillsong, which has a lot of its own problems. Nothing wrong with being a Christian. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus, but there have been quite a lot of things wrong internally with these huge mega churches. But the main reason why I wanted to include her in my video was because it seems like she really just does, I don't want to say anything for views, but a lot of things for views. And then also just kind of lacks complete self-awareness, or in a way, like thinks that her audience is super dumb. Maybe. That's the vibes I'm getting. So they made multiple videos on the process of adopting a child from Thailand or some country over there. And then they ended up not even adopting. They just got pregnant, which congratulations for them. But a lot of people were saying like, oh, this seems like it was just for views, because if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, the whole adoption or my pregnancy journey or anything like that, specifically adoption, is such a moneymaker on YouTube. And people really feel like, they're going along in this journey with you, and that's great. But the main problem with that is, was it just for views? Like, were you actually doing this, or were you just making up the whole thing? And then also, and of course that's just speculation. And then also one thing that was really just crazy is that they said that they stopped their process with a certain country when they realized that, when they were told that if they adopted a kid from a certain country, that they wouldn't be able to put them on the internet. So then they were like, oh yeah, no, then we can't. And it's like, so are you just getting this kid to put him on the internet? Like, I'm a content creator and I'm not going to have my kid on camera. Like, yeah, I'll show him on Instagram every once in a while, but I'm not going to have him on camera. What? Very strange. So my good old friend Josh from the Dad Challenge podcast and the Dad Challenge channel has done multiple videos on Nikki and this whole entire situation. So please do go watch those videos. They are very good. And then also he's done a lot of videos on the whole fathering autism thing and how it is just super unethical that they even have their daughter on their channel in general. So go watch those as well if you want more of like a deep dive into those. I'm just giving you the highlight reel here. So now let's fast forward to 3 weeks ago. So Nikki put up on Instagram a post where she did like literally a photo shoot with their dog, saying that they were putting him down because the dog bit their son, and the internet exploded basically. So there were a lot of questions like, wait, you're not putting him down for medical purposes? Like what? Like, why wouldn't you just rehome him to like a house with no kids? Like, he's never bitten you. Like, what are you doing? And then they came out with this video that has, I believe, over like 2 million views now. And it's so strange to watch. Josh also did a video on that too. I would say don't even go give them views. Go give Josh the views, because he breaks down everything for you and literally is going to say everything you're thinking. Now, there was a lot of weird crying, just strange behavior in the video, and it didn't really make sense. And I feel like they kind of just exposed themselves more. Basically said that like the dog nipped the kid. It didn't break skin, nothing like that. Like the dog nipped the kid because the kid was like pulling on its ear, and like the dog had been hurt by the kid previously. So why would you kill your dog? Why wouldn't you either train your dog, or even better, train your kid, or just be like, hey kid, now you learned your lesson. Don't touch the dog like that. Very strange. But she didn't do any of that, and they decided to just euthanize their dog. So Tony and I have had to put a dog down. Daphne, our bulldog before Wiggum, she was 10 years old. She was riddled with cancer, and because of other health issues she had, we found out a little bit late that she had like a big mass in like her tummy, and to do that type of like extensive surgery, even said they're like, we don't know if that's actually gonna like, if we're gonna be able to get it all out, or if she's gonna make it through the surgery. And she was already like 9 at that point, so we were like, she's probably gonna last like 3 more years anyway, so let's just make it the best 3 more years of her life. She lasted like 1 more year after that. She was the best. She was so crazy. When I say crazy, she wasn't crazy. She was more of like a roommate. Like, Wiggum's my baby. We rescued Daphne. She's more of like a roommate. I'd come home and she's like, you're still here? You still live here? Okay. She was very sweet though. She was great. It's just very different than Wiggum. She did not want to cuddle with me ever. That was one of the hardest decisions we've ever had to make. But she got doggy dementia. She started walking around in circles constantly. She like stopped eating her food, and she wasn't acting like herself, and she was in a lot of pain, and she just wasn't enjoyable for her anymore, you know, when just life isn't enjoyable anymore. So we had to make that hard decision to just put her out of her misery basically. And it was so awful. So for a medical reason, sure. But also to go even further off of that, if you can't afford to get your dog surgery, and I see this way too often. And that's why whenever anyone was like, oh my God, I want to get a bulldog, I'm like, don't, because they are extremely expensive, not just the upfront cost, but they are prone to so many health issues. And you're going to pay way more than you even paid for them in the beginning to save their life. And if you can't do that, then you're going to let them suffer, or you're going to put them down? No, don't do that. So for instance, we just paid a little bit over $4,000 for Wiggum to have bladder surgery. And I'm most likely he's going to probably need another surgery in the next 4 years. And I'm prepared for that because I know a lot about bulldogs, and I knew that he was going to be expensive. Did it suck? Yes. Was it unexpected? Yes. Is he the light of my life and basically my child? And I will do anything for him, and I will sell both of my kidneys and get robot kidneys instead to pay for him? Abso-freaking-lutely. But like I said, she could have rehomed him to a home that didn't have kids. She could have trained her kid or her dog. She could have used her huge platforms, her huge audiences across multiple platforms to have access to these resources. But she didn't. And instead, their solution was to kill their dog. What? It's insane. So she hasn't posted on social media since then, or on YouTube at least. I don't know if she's posted on Instagram because she made her thing private and I wasn't following her before then. It looks like they, I guess, didn't really understand the issue with it, maybe. I think now they're understanding it because they've been pretty quiet. And also she turned off the comments on all of her YouTube videos too. Or maybe since she's a lifestyle and like family vlogger, they were already turned off. I'm not sure. Those are turned off. So of course there's more people who are like this. If you have anyone that you want me to do like a miniature little spotlight or include in these videos, definitely leave them in the comments below. Remember, we're not just bashing these people. We are shedding light on unethical behavior, which is very important. And also at the end of all these videos, I always want to remind you, be aware of who you're giving your time and your internet currency to, meaning like who you're subscribing to, who you're watching, who you're using affiliate codes of, who you're giving your money to. Because ultimately, as the viewer, and I'm a viewer too, so as the viewers, we have the ultimate power. We don't know how powerful we are. We can make anyone famous. So please be aware of that. And also, as always, you are more valuable than you know. If you would like to remain spicy and always stay truly spicy, make sure that you're subscribed, put your notifications on, follow me on Instagram. And today's comment shout out goes to Dev O'Connell, who said, CC Suarez, CEO of Life. Dev usually always has like the funniest comments, so had to include you in there, babe. Also, before I do the outro that everyone probably has memorized by now, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I've been noticing in my comments a lot lately, y'all are just cheering on the growth and keep saying things like, oh my God, last time I saw you were at, 30,000 or 20,000 or something like that. And just so you know, I always say it, I know, but you mean the world to me and I really do appreciate you. So thank you for celebrating my success and our success really in this movement and being able to bring facts and truth to light while also being funny along with that, because in my opinion, that is the best way to make this type of content more digestible is by being a little bit funny. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. Make sure you're subscribed, like, comment, all that, and I will see you in my next video, which will most likely be tomorrow, unless today is Friday, because I don't post on Saturdays or Sundays. But either way, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!